Hi, and welcome to part 5 of the series about developing bass drum control. If you're watching this on YouTube, I recommend checking it out on my blog. Just click the link in the description below the video. On the blog, you'll see the other videos in the series. I'm going to use Polynome to play along to. This is a metronome app that I developed with a friend in New York. It allows you to program in bars of click and bars of rest, amongst a whole bunch of other cool stuff. But this is a great way to practice to really work on your timing. In this lesson, we're going to take the same rudiments from stick control that we used in the last lesson, and this time we're going to play them between the right hand and the right foot. So, you see a lot of things about working on rudiments with the hands and working on rudiments with the feet. If you're a double bass player, right kick, left kick. But what I'm looking at here is between the hands, so right hand and right foot. And you can also do this with your right hand and your left foot if you do play double pedals, or you could even use your hi-hat. And also left hand, right foot, and left hand, left foot. But basically we're talking about pairs of hands and feet together. So I'll put the rudiments up on the screen as I play them, and if you're viewing this on the blog, you can see your list of them so that you can just print them out and play along. And I'm going to do this at 75 BPM. Which is a fairly slow tempo, but this is the speed that I was playing the 16th notes in the previous lesson, so we'll keep it at that for now. And I'm going to put the hi-hat in on the quarter note, and then when I get going with it, I'll start to add a backbeat. Okay, I'm not going to play through the whole lot because that would take some time, and also if you're working on these, you don't want to do just 4 bars of each. You want to play 20 bars or more of each until each one feels really comfortable. But I was just kind of dashing through them to give you an idea of what they would sound like. So the full set of rudiments you can find in the blog article. Play through those, add any others that you want to that. Just the concept is playing things between your right hand and your right foot and having the groove, hi-hat and left hand doing the backbeat, just to give you a feeling of those two limbs working together. And then what you could do is play just the foot part of those rudiments and play grooves with the hands. So this is kind of the equivalent of just playing bass drum permutations underneath a groove. The difference being that mentally you're thinking about that being half of a pattern. So rather than trying to place the bass drum notes kind of just against the grid, you're thinking of the other half of the pattern, and you could break out and play that other half of the pattern with the right hand. So what I mean is, say you take the double stroke, so you've got foot, foot, right, right, foot, foot, right, right. So you're going to play that in a groove. You're not going to play the right, right part. You're just going to imagine that, and the foot will be playing 1E, 2E. So that's the same as playing a groove and playing the first 2 16th notes on the bass drum, but you're just thinking of it in a different way. So I'll play that, I'll do the groove, put the bass drum in, and then I'll switch the right hand from playing 8th notes or quarter notes or whatever I'm doing in the groove to playing the other half of the pattern that the bass drum is playing. So I'll do that with a few different examples and then you can see what that would sound like. So there I started off with a regular groove and playing the double stroke roll, right, right, left, left, or foot, foot, right, right, but just the foot part of that. And then I switched to playing a broken 16th pattern on the hi-hat and keeping the bass drum thing the same. And then I switched so that the right hand was playing the other half of this sticking, so foot, foot, right, right, foot, foot, right, right, foot, foot, right, right, and keeping the backbeat in. And then I switched to a paradiddle, and I started off with the sticking for that because it was easier to think of a paradiddle rather than think of what just the foot part of a paradiddle would be. And then I got that pattern in my head and started playing just straight eighth notes with the right hand on the hi-hat. So that was kind of a groove version of that sticking. And then I switched again to the broken 16th pattern, 1 and a 2 and a 3 on the hi-hat. And you could fancy those grooves up a bit with some ghost notes and that kind of thing. It's just a different way of thinking about the bass drum part of a groove. And you could do that with, say, 6-note sticking. So if you did a paradiddle diddle, say right, left, right, right, foot, foot, oh sorry, right foot, right, right, foot, foot. And you could play that either in sort of triplet time so that it resolved, or you could play it in 16th notes so that it kind of went over the bar. So let me do that one as an example. So we're going to go, I'm going to start off by playing right hand, right foot, right hand, right hand, right foot, right foot. So that's your paradiddle diddle, okay? So that sounds like this. And then I'm thinking in 16th notes, so 1 E at, a 2 E at, a 3 E at, a 4 E at. So let me play that on here. Okay, and then the challenge is to play just the right foot part of that over a groove. So I'm going to start off playing just a straight 8th note groove between the hands so that I can feel where the backbeat is. And then I'm going to switch to playing the paradiddle diddle between the right hand and the right foot while keeping the backbeat going. And then I'm going to try and switch the right hand back to playing the straight 8th notes. So hopefully you'll be able to follow that. So that's really just a little bonus thing to play around with. That's getting more into mental territory about creating interesting grooves rather than working on bass drum technique. But I just wanted to give you an idea of one of the ways that you could start to branch out with this. So that's it for this one. Check out the next video in the series which will be up shortly. If you subscribe to my blog, if you're viewing this on the blog page, again, the link is in the video description, then you will see the updates on there and on my Facebook page. So that's all for now. I will see you next time.